In this game, it is our second cast of the day. We are in the last game, pre-grid of the North American Zotac Cup number 37. We are spawning on top of TD.Everize, TD.Everize, pink Terran in the bottom right, going up against Rmdx, the red Terran in the top right. We are playing on MLG, Tal'Darim altar, and oh yeah, it does still have the low ground in between the main and the third base. Cool.
Yep. So Reapers can really abuse that.
Yeah.
Really hard. So Reaper expand on this map's really good, but I hope TD.Everize just sticks to what he did last game. It was really well executed. I feel like he knows the timings of his stuff really well.
I was actually thinking about that, but would a different strategy be better on Tal'Darim since it's not close air and like the heavy drop stuff that he was trying to be doing in the last game? I don't know if that's pivotal to the execution of the strategy and winning the game or not.
Well, I think everything has an influence, obviously, just based on the fact that they're extremely long walking positions from each other. Because usually, if you guys are if you're cross, then you just your ramp leads you exactly across. But if you're up down, then you have to go down the ramp and turn left to go straight. And it's I think it's a longer distance actually. I'm not sure exactly.
I don't know, it's unclear. But I would actually really hope that that Rmdx goes for a Reaper expand because he's got that really good low ground that can just gives him a straight shot directly into the main base of TD.Everize. And if you can easily try and exploit that and get a few kills on the Reaper, especially because the gas that's being taken is closer to that, that's something I would definitely want him to do. But he's going for CC first. Never mind, CC first. That's cool.
Risky play too. I like it. He's playing. It's a good idea because this map is really big. And judging by the scout pattern of TD.Everize, he's not gonna see it till the last position.
Yeah, which means he probably won't be able to exploit it either. And the great thing about being Terran when you go for a CC first is you can easily throw down bunkers and just load them in with Marines to repair. And it'll be very hard to bust, even if your opponent really tries to commit to it. Because the early busts are just so easy defended by bunkers. If we look at TD.Everize, he's just getting out one Marine and a factory. So he may be actually trying to open up with a Banshee.
These SCVs are going to see each other right here. SCV is the top left, just past each other. So TD.Everize should immediately know where the last position is. Then the question is, does EU? No. Okay. He didn't realize the scouting timing, so he's going straight for the last position. They both scouted each other last, and I don't think best player EU was even going to get a scout. I wish you would have started that Marine a little bit earlier so he could squeeze it out before the SCV gets to his base. I don't know if that's possible though, based on the commands when it first started.
Ooh, really fast tech lab too on that second Rax. And also, just the thing about this build, he has it timed out incredibly well, because he was able to get the Orc command right when it popped, and with the timings of these racks and everything, it's working out really well, and he's going to be able to kill off this SCV. There's no way that's going to be allowed to leave the base. And we see that TD.Everize has gone for his command center of his own, so he will not be trying to go for a large bust of this. He's going for a reactor to Hellion, actually.
Right, those are deadly against this sort of pure Marine opening. I'm not sure if he's just filling Marauders out of it. Yeah, he did. Okay, so that's good. Hellion versus Marauders is not even not even close at all, just based on the armor. But if he continued pure Marine production, that might have been a problem.
Yeah, and I like he's getting the Reaper too. He's going to be able to get in, be aggressive with that. He's getting custom shells at the exact same time. But what he really needs is Sim City. So he can go ahead and try and prevent run-bys with these Hellions too, because they can deal damage. This bunker's not going to be up in time. I'm actually having two Marines and two Hellions pushing. It's an awkward little engagement there, but the Marauder might be enough to actually put them back. Yeah. So they're trying to be engaging right now. There's the Reaper. The Reapers are great against Hellions. Actually, if it doesn't get focused down, that's going to be a problem. Oh, he's trying to focus it down. There we have... No, actually, the Reaper's not going to be able to get the kill off on either of those Hellions.
The Reaper did his job there, though. I think they traded a little bit unevenly. One of the units lost.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, 4 for 3. So they both lost, but TD.Everize ultimately got slight better hand at that engagement.
Yeah, now the bunker is up, and the Reaper is not scouting. The Reaper has a free ride with the low ground on this map. I really, really want Rmdx to realize the fact that he has that opening there that he can easily exploit, but looks like he's just throwing the Reaper inside of his bunker and leaving it there to deal with Hellions. There's a lot of Hellions coming out from TD.Everize.
Yeah, he's starting non-stop production.
Yeah, he's also getting
and with
out
one bunker, you can just run past it.
Yeah, he's also getting out a Banshee and easily start harassing them both. If he can get a Banshee into the natural mineral line, wait, that missile turret stopped building. Oh, I think he did that on purpose. I think he hasn't scouted that, so he actually can cancel that if he wants the money back, or just send an SCV there to finish it up if the Banshee shows up. That's really interesting. He finished the one in his main, but the natural he didn't.
That is...
Oh, idle mule. Oh, he missed the mule.
Oh, it's mine.
Okay, there we go.
Slight delay though. So.
Yeah. But not bad at all. We are seeing, looks like there's only one Banshee that was made. I don't even know where it is. There it is. It's going in, and actually, I don't think... Okay, there we go. It's technically being seen. Rmdx needs to pull back. We're going to see that the turret's going to get a couple of shots off on the Banshee. Very nice, but the Banshee does get no kills. I think it shot just one SCV and then had to retreat, but he's going to find a hole over here. He can easily start attacking. I guess that was She, because the pilot's a She. We're going to watch him go around, or a couple vulnerabilities. No cloak though, so the Marines might be able to do some damage, but TD.Everize is controlling it quite well. Oh, big
TD.Everize
Hellion
has
drop.
a really good Banshee micro.
Yeah, big Hellion drop.
Is it gonna get picked up by the missile turret? No.
That was close. Those are going down really quickly.
Oh, they made a line.
And the Banshee was killed too, so the Medivacs are almost going down. Oh, there's so much damage being done, but the Reaper inside the bunker is doing work. I mean, serious work right now. I mean, he does extra damage now. TD.Everize has killed 11 SCVs, which is very, very nice. But that Reaper is functioning like a TVZ Reaper, to be honest, in terms of the damage it's doing, the extra damage that it's doing, the fact that it's still alive. And if anybody's seen Goody play, or any of those players that like to go for that Reaper first in a bunker, early game TVZ, it's the strongest thing.
Not exactly. Yeah, he has some idle workers there. I was wondering why. Is it just me, or does it look like his command center is too far for best player EU at his natural?
I will look, but first we have all these Hellions going after a few SCVs. Some are actually attacking everything to try and get some good shots off, but we are seeing SCVs getting picked off in nice numbers. Actually, we even see that Rmdx had to do some extra supply drop, but we see that these Hellions are being pivotal in dealing with those Hellions quite well, and it seems that... Wait a second, he is too far off.
Yeah, it's one. I think it's 1 pixel.
Yeah, look at
not 1 pixel, but
yeah,
1 square.
Yeah, hex, whatever people call it. But yeah, that's off-center. You can look at that by the close mineral patches. The two SCVs aren't mining it completely optimally. Oh, he's not gonna realize that, is he? Wow. Let's see the income just for the comparison. Yeah, he's behind by a lot more than you'd expect right now. And I would actually credit that to the distance traveled.
I don't know why he simmed his whole army to pick off 1 Marine.
I think he's just angry. Maybe he's just angry at the losses.
Yeah. These siege tanks are going to do a lot of work though if he tries to attack.
Yeah. More work's going to be done by the Medivacs to try and heal this entire army. Alright, now we're going to see them pushing in. I think he just scouted the fact that those tanks are there. It's forcing him to go around to the opposite side. But there's a Viking they're going to try and pick off some of those Medivacs. This turret's going to go down. No way that's going to get... Yeah, that's stopped. He didn't stim for that, though, which is nice.
Cool. 8 HP rocks.
It's kind of funny. Wait, he's going to go for a drop now? Oh, he's got to pull away the ground armor. That's going to follow the Medivacs. There we go. Oh, he actually missed 1 Marine.
No, he left it there on purpose.
Oh, these supply depots are so vulnerable. He almost might be better off trying to go for the supply depots and not the SUVs first. There we go. Now he's attacking it. And, oh yeah, there he's just happily moving. And now he's going to go for the SUVs. The entire army for TD.Everize is coming in. Scan actually got thrown down by Rmdx. He actually allowed him to get away with his entire army. Good damage done. TD.Everize is now supply blocked at 121. He's getting down a few more supply depots, but this is time that the Rmdx really, really needs.
Silo the drops right here at the 3rd. but 1 versus 2 speaks for itself.
Yeah. And the Viking actually managed to stay alive. That's actually a really big deal. This one medevac does get picked off. Now we're seeing this ground army from TD.Everize going to push in, and we're going to see it's the redrop down here in the main base, which is a great thing to do. I mean, right now, Rmdx is guaranteed to lose all of those units, and there we see finally those rockets picked off, and the drop down here in the main is continuing to deal damage, and there we see a nice retreat. But there have been a lot of SCVs killed so far in this game.
Yeah, I think he's bought his way back in the game though. Yeah. With those drops.
Yeah, he's actually ahead in the SCV count now. We just get to laugh at him for having a misplaced command center.
Yeah. Is it still misplaced? Yeah, it is. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
The slightest mistake.
But you know what? An actual bright side to that is if this game goes on for a long time, that Natural will actually have a more sustained income. Even though it's technically less, it'd be sustained for longer, which might help him in those low economy situations.
Right. That's if the game does take that long, though. He does. TD.Everize have 2 idle workers near the ramp of his 3rd, who just finished building missile turrets, which is interesting because he can pick off drops on the right and left side with them. Yeah. But this one, Reaper, still part of the army.
It's actually a really good thing. If you look at the damage to be able to do to all those buildings, and especially when you're trying to engage a PF, Reaper plus Marauder, it's like the best you can get.
Yeah.
This is a massive army. I think TD.Everize is going to be able to win this battle easily. Look at him just decimating. He lost his tank and everything, but now we're watching Rmdx trying to retreat, and oh my god, that's the luckiest those units could possibly be to get into the 2 medevacs that did not die.
I wonder if he has siege mode. Yeah, he does. He needs to siege up those tanks and play really defensive. Because if Rmdx can get a siege on the low ground of the Natural, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, and
sieging in the right spot right there.
Yeah,
good.
Also, top middle is being taken by Rmdx too. There we have a good siege tank placement on that high ground down there. We see the scan, but look at the tank count by TD.Everize just completely one-shotting that tank down there. And this is a great position to abuse. And actually, the misplaced command center is now serving to help those SCVs stay alive for longer.
Yeah, wow. It's actually right out of range of the tank.
Wow, maybe it was on purpose. Maybe this is just the new Gosu move that he's doing.
I feel like those tanks are really susceptible to drops on them. And I think that's what he's going for with this medevac.
We'll see.
Actually, you know, the medevac
dropped in the main too. Those 2 medevacs that were down there just did a ton of damage. Oh my god, those are finally getting taken out, but I mean, he did a lot of damage. I mean, he's now killed, what is it? Yeah, 17 SCVs in all those supply depots that were down there. Really, really good pick off. And TD.Everize is just camping down here.
We do have a transfer to the 4th base for Rmdx, so he is economically ahead, so to say.
Yeah, and TD.Everize has no idea about that.
Right. I feel 1 Banshee would be so pivotal in this game.
Yeah, if he could disrupt his tank line, he'd have his Natural back again, as opposed to distance mining from these few things. And now we have a purposefully misplaced command center.
And he's just expanding all over the place, Rmdx. He has another one going up to the, I think it's about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock position.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the longer this game goes on, the more I believe that TD.Everize is going to lose. But there is a 9 difference in 9 SCV difference between both players in favor of our red Rmdx Terran player. Engagement going on, too much splash damage. Not a good engagement at all for Rmdx.
Yeah.
I'm trying to back up a siege tank, and it gets picked off.
Yeah, and I want to actually just point and laugh at the fact that these command centers are being built completely not in the right spot either. I don't think I've ever seen more misplaced command centers either on purpose or not. They can just easily float, but I mean, Rmdx, he just didn't even try to put it into the right spot, while TD.Everize actually did like on purpose to be outside the range of a scan. Rmdx is just off. Which is really funny to me. But
yeah. He has a really weird rally for a transfer. But they are going. He needs to pick up this command center and move it. I feel like if our Terran player TD.Everize plays too passively, it will be bad. Because with this, speaking of engagements, we do have some tanks going off on each other, 1-for-1 I believe. And everyone's, oh, he's going for it. This isn't good, I don't think. Marines are coming down.
there we see, I think there's just too much from TD.Everize. He's going ahead just busting it open, unsiege tanks as well as siege tanks, but the unsiege do more damage against armor than unsiege, and I think it seems that TD.Everize is just trying to lock in this really, really good position, and Rmdx is not exactly doing too much. We have Spotter and Medivacs out for both players, and now we have this command center getting shelled again.
No matter where he goes.
It's the most unlucky command center. It's off center, which ends up being a benefit, but then it ends up just flying off to being misplaced again, and then just gets continued being shelled. It's unfortunate. Yeah, now we're watching as everyone's going to be able to bust the front. Both these players are actually pretty good with their upgrades right now. They're both 2-2, getting the 3-3 for the bio. Rmdx is getting his faster, but there we see the death of the command center. It's just not looking good for that command center.
Rmdx's siege tanks have a 1 bonus. These 2-0 versus a 1-0. Or, sorry, 0-1 versus an 0-2. Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
Ooh, really engaged? No, apparently not. Stims though, but I mean, TD.Everize has a lot of Medivacs I've never seen a Terran have before. Wow.
Medivacs are a very good unit.
They are. I mean, it's starting to look like they're his favorite unit. He has more Medivacs than tanks. Now we see him doing a huge stim running in. All the goods going in. And oh, that sucks. Rmdx wanted to go ahead and do a bomb on those.
Mules.
Oh, no. Those were actually mules by Rmdx to try and take the tank fire.
That's odd, though, because doesn't the UI automatically target army over SCV? Either way, Rmdx is just cleaning, or getting owned rather, and TD.Everize is cleaning up. Those Medivacs just making their way out casually.
Yeah, this is crazy. They are going down. I mean, Rmdx somehow basically came on top for the moment there, which is shocking to say the least. I'm surprised he's holding on really, really well. I think it's just the benefit of having that base that TD.Everize had no idea about. TD.Everize still doesn't know about the 4th or that 5th base. Now we're seeing sieging up now from Rmdx against in this position. Good spread on the Marines too. You could be able to come in and develop these armies and everything, but this turret is actually taking out a Medivac. Wow, but never mind. TD.Everize just has too much coming in at once to reinforce it. Look at the line of pink going across the map.
He is going to pick up other bases, which is a good idea. So I think TD.Everize needs to unsiege his, or sorry, I keep mixing them up. Rmdx needs to unsiege and go play defense on near his 3rd.
Yeah.
Or 4th, rather, I guess.
Yeah, and also TD.Everize is taking now a 5th base of his own, but this base is now getting shelled. His PF is getting repaired by a few of those SCVs. They are on auto repair too. So instead of just getting right clicked and then actually fully repairing and then having them not repair anymore, he's actually having them do the correct thing, which is nice. I've seen too many players just right click, do enough SCVs to heal the PF, and then it gets to full health, they stop repairing, and then they end up losing their PF because they weren't paying attention.
Exactly.
So I really like that those guys are on auto repair.
I like TD.Everize's good army control. Don't run into splash. Aww. He gets hit by one splash. Battle of the Watchtower right now is really important. And these Marines are going in for the kill, but realizing it's probably not the best idea.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough. But there is a drop down here in the main of TD.Everize, but I mean, the E-base have already done their job, and so taking those out is not going to do anything. But now we're having a full sandwich down there. We have more mules calling down, trying to take off those shots, and Rmdx is losing income they actually would have really liked to have had. But I mean, this drop in the main is now idle. A single Marine is attacking. Now we're having a big group of Marines coming down from TD.Everize to go ahead and try to say target the medevac first. Nice job. And now these Marines will fall. All of the Marines are fully upgraded. It's a lot of DPS down there. TD.Everize still is just with that +1 on the tanks, +2 on the tanks for Rmdx, and Rmdx is holding on quite well, but he's just trying to re-get his natural now, floating down the main orbital command to get it, actually.
I always find it interesting that this army composition in the late game, both players have such an influx of gas, and I see often people transition into mass airplay or into this is where I find that mech transitions occur, but the thing is, with 3-3 on your bio ball, there's absolutely no point to transition to pure mech. Yeah. So usually people like to mix in some air units, maybe 1 or 2 Banshees. I've seen like 3 or 4 starports go down around 30 minutes. But both players seem to be comfortable with their composition, just trying to see who can have the more unfavorable advantages or engagements rather. So TD.Everize is controlling the watchtowers. He's going to see all these Marines coming for his 5th base. His reaction should be to pull a good handful of Marines. Not all of them, though, because he doesn't want people, doesn't want a one medevac drop killing all those siege tanks. Actually, he's not really reacting to it.
Well, I mean, it's a PF. If he repairs it, the Marines will not be able to take it out. But this, the bottom mill is also a PF, though. So even if Rmdx engages down there, he will not be able to win. And TD.Everize actually has 4 SCVs in that refinery. He seems to enjoy doing that. But oh yeah, look at that. Rmdx sees that PF and immediately pulls back.
Right.
Oh, he's going to do a really annoying positional thing and go behind the minerals and go for those SCVs. Great little move by him. And TD.Everize is not retreating. Oh, Rmdx, just move your Marines over to the right a little bit.
Oh, he got siege mode though, so he needs to be careful how much he moves his Marines to the right.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's the drop in the by TD.Everize is taking out the top left base.
He's doing the same thing at the 5th base too. Wow, he's just dropping the mules, or the SCVs rather.
Yeah. TD.Everize is the huge amount of tanks and Marines dropped now with the natural expansion. This natural has been shelled hard. TD.Everize is also actually ahead in the SCVs. He's at 59 while Rmdx only has 39. But we're going to watch as all the productions get hit, and that is such a blow to Terrans to lose those production facilities. They're just so hard to really remake. They're expensive. They take time. We're watching as right now. Yeah, Rmdx has pretty much cleared out a lot of those SCVs, but his main is in serious trouble. TD.Everize is maxed. Rmdx is at only 124.
And with a difference of 20 SCVs, a maxed army for TD.Everize is so much stronger. We do have an engagement going on in the middle. Siege, I think TD.Everize is going to come out on top again, just based on the fact that, actually no, those siege tanks are doing work, but with this line of siege tanks, 4 TD.Everize in the back, Rmdx is in trouble.
Yeah. These Marines have completely shut down mining at that base, which is nice. The income is in favor of Rmdx, actually, but he's just behind in everything else. I don't think it's going to matter. He can't produce anymore because everything is dying in his main base. Yeah, he's trying to hold on.
Small engagement on the 3rd ramp. Third ramp there. Good focus bars by Rmdx, but just not enough brute force. And I think the more I see these barracks go down, and the more I see the 100 supply difference start to create itself, the more I realize it's TD.Everize's game for sure.
Yep, and there's the good match. GG, good luck. Very nice manner by Rmdx for a